Sorry
They,
about that.
they were actually quite fine until 2 seconds before we go live.
right.
The light almost gets knocked
They really
down.
were. They really were. For all of you that did not hear what I just said because the microphones were muted, we're making history tonight.
Look at us.
We're making history. It's the first time ever in the history of Quarantini
It is.
that Gary and Gus are together. We're going to do the same thing. The Gare Bear and Gus the Bus together
Creating
in the
friendships.
same house for Quarantini. They have met multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Producer Joe can attest.
Yes, this is true.
Just not
He's not
during
making it
Quarantinis,
up.
and they went bananas a minute before we went live and almost knocked over a light. You're now not well lit, brother.
Catch my good side.
Throw your hair around. Throw your hair.
Unique.
Throw your hair
New
around.
York.
I threw my hair around.
Had a little voice crack. You know, my voice cracks very regularly.
Yeah.
Very regularly. Is yours?
No.
I don't know what my deal is. Maybe I'm too excited.
I also do like I speak at a higher tone. I feel like
A higher pitch?
or
Really?
pitch.
Okay. Than
But
me?
then, like when I wake up in the morning, though, I'm like I'm real
Hello.
down. Like,
What's up, lady?
morning.
Hey, Elise. Yeah, I know. We didn't have audio issues. I forgot to press the mute button or the unmute button. But welcome to the internet, everybody.
Hello, guys.
It's episode 71.
What happened to 70?
We did it last week.
Hmm.
It's been a week.
What happened to 70? Well,
It's been a week.
that was 7 days ago.
71.
Man.
All right, we did it.
Hey!
Did you like it?
How's everybody
Yeah.
doing tonight? What's your snack? Obviously, that's a very important question. Our snack tonight is Poke Bowls. Blake has eaten his already. He was like a vacuum.
Devoured it. I was hungry.
And I'm still,
Now, what
working on
is
it.
contained in your poke bowl,
Ooh, good
Brandon?
question. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a spicy crab meat right here.
Uh-huh.
Then I got some tempura shrimp right there. Over here is some spicy tuna.
Nice.
Then I've got avocado. I've got sushi rice, spring mix, cucumber. I've got an eel sauce.
Wow.
And the spicy,
Mayo.
like, house mayo
Wow.
from the corporation Umami. That's what I know.
They got some good poke.
It's a good poke bowl. I know it's poke, but I'm white and American, so I say pokey. You know?
What's that?
There's a
It's
lot
it's
that
such a-
goes into making that poke bowl.
Yeah,
Like,
the poke bowl.
if you're just, is there the country of origin? Would we say Japanese? Is this? Are we shouldn't even take a
Nope.
guess.
I'm gonna not comment
All
on
right.
this.
No.
I
Okay.
You
Working
at
at a
least
sushi-
have anonymity.
I'll
working
try
at
to-
a
yeah, I
sushi
do.
restaurant. I believe it's from Japan. Is where
Right,
sushi
right.
originated.
True. Yes. That's for sure.
We'll-
Just the
we'll
poke
use
bowl is
Blake's
so
authority.
like prolific. It's everywhere, and it felt like it just showed up yesterday. But we're not going to say too much more because I feel like for some reason just talking about
It
where
made me
poke
feel
bowls come
uncomfortable.
from is
I
making
felt like
us
I
all
was
a
gonna
little
get in
tense.
trouble.
But my point was, if you woke up in the place from which these ingredients come,
Sure.
Yeah.
and then we're like, "Hey, I would like a poke bowl
They
for
would know.
lunch," it'd be like, "This is gonna take us all day." Like for me to go out and do it, I have to.
Sure.
I have to catch shrimp. I have to catch salmon. I have to catch
So you're talking like
greens.
Just
You're-
fresh.
going
Yeah.
out fishing for it.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
Got
We get so used to as Americans these
Got it.
conveniences. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
That's really what I was trying to say. Nothing else. Ah. Mute my mic. Let's move on.
Muted. Steve Andrews says that my voice gets high, and that's how he knows that I'm lying.
Nah.
It's true.
Isn't it a
When
movie?
I speak really low,
Is that a movie?
I think it probably is. Also,
Oh.
what's my deal tonight? Also, Steve Andrews, snack is rum, and he got crazy adding orange bitters.
Whoa.
Just
Whoa.
just rum and
Whoa.
bitters, like you do.
Whoa.
Elise is possibly going with a root beer float. I say you should definitely go with root beer float.
Throw some brandy in there, or some rum, or bourbon.
Just not gin or tequila.
Yeah.
Vodka. Vodka would work.
Vodka,
Vodka would work.
vodka's
also works.
perfect.
Yeah, vodka also works.
I don't like vodka at all.
No.
So, how many people saw my little video today from the Instagrams or the Facebooks?
I did. That
It
was
is a
there.
movie quote. Your voice gets high, that's why I know you're lying. I just don't know what movie it is. I can't place it.
I feel like it's very close, but
If you did, Brother Blake and I, let's talk about aging. Shall we?
my knees are so on fire. Your thing hurts so bad.
I feel like I need to get the microphone closer to you so that people can hear you.
I'm like exhausted because it's flooring and carpentry and all the things.
Over the last 3 days. 3 days? It's not been 4 days, right?
No,
Over
it's,
the
yeah,
last
2 or
3
3
days. Brother Blake and I have redone an apartment in the back of the house for a new tenant that's coming in. Had one leave. We have put in the last 3 days, new wall, a new loft on top of that wall, built a ladder, like built stairs, basically. Built stairs. Put in all new flooring, new light fixtures throughout the whole place, paint, new trim, which isn't done yet, but all the other stuff is done.
Yep.
Couple of fans.
Fans are terrible, by the way.
Yes.
You ever actually have ever installed a fan? One of the new ones? Or I don't know if it's just now the aging of technology. It took me like an hour just to figure out the wiring. I'm like,
Needless to say, Brother Blake and I are tired.
yes.
It's been a long 3 days. You know what I mean?
But I will say, we have a backup plan.
We do have a backup
We
plan.
do have a backup plan if all else fails in life. We apparently can become contractors.
Apparently.
And
'Cause I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. I mean,
thanks
the
on-
stairs,
Yeah,
unbelievable. Never built those before.
that was my first time building stairs.
They're awesome. Rock solid. That's true.
Yeah, we needed stairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks God for teaching all the things, especially flooring.
Yeah. Did a lot of flooring growing up.
Yeah.
Tore off a couple of roofs
Oh yeah,
in our childhood.
I was
Definitely not like OSHA approved, I'm sure.
we were
I don't know if Dad is in the room, but Mom, maybe you can answer the question. How old were we when we were on top of roofs, tearing them off, either in Idaho or Phoenix or whatever? I'd like to know that because I can't remember. But I can remember. I can feel this 35-year-old body is not meant to be crawling around on a floor for an entire day, putting a floor in.
the entire day. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's almost like you have a large rock in your shoe. For me, it's like right under my kneecap. It's just like it's there. I feel like I have a rock underneath my kneecap that's just staying there. It's not going away.
Our mother chimes in. She says 15-ish.
But I mean,
It feels like it was younger.
I remember in Idaho, and I remember that was that had to have been like 3rd grade.
You have to talk louder for the audience.
I don't know. I'm sorry. 3rd grade.
It can't be
I
3rd
think.
grade. It feels like 3rd grade.
It feels like 3rd grade. I remember McDonald Elementary School was in
Wait a minute.
Idaho, and we were on top of the church roof.
McDonald's elementary school?
Literally, it's called McDonald's Elementary School.
Wow.
It
In
was
Idaho.
not. There were no clowns.
That is
involved.
so
Yeah.
Idaho.
It's so Idaho.
Right
Steve
next to
Andrews-
Arby's Middle School. Arby's Middle School.
Steve Andrews asked a good question. Did I have Blake bring the Mary Poppins umbrella? Have we shared that story here?
I don't remember. I don't think we have shared that story. Honestly, I hardly remember that day.
Oh, I remember it so well.
I remember climbing up the trellis of the port or the front patio, porch, whatever.
No, it wasn't on the front porch.
No?
No. Oh, I got to tell a story.
It's going to be news to my ears.
Everybody loves Mary Poppins.
Yep.
Producer Joe, you love Mary Poppins?
My favorite movie.
It's a classic. You watch it every night before you go to bed.
Yeah, text me in.
Everybody knows.
Teaspoon of sugar.
quick note. My mother chimed in. Not happy. Not happy at all. We watched Mary Poppins. We were living in Idaho at the time. And I was in charge. It was me in charge of my two younger brothers. I don't know how old I was.
Was this the cul-de-sac house? We jumped off the back.
No. That was a different time. Sorry, Mom.
That was
No, this was Monte Vista,
okay.
where we shot the firework at the neighbor's house.
Got it.
We were hellions.
Yeah.
We were hellions.
We created a lot of damage to the society.
Holy cow. Anyways, we watched Mary Poppins. It's just me. Mom, I don't know how old I was, but you got to tell me. Oh, Dad, you're here too. Okay, you guys can help. It was the front of the house in Colorado. My dad thinks it was the back of the house, but it was not. It was the front. I remember this very clearly. We used to have a dog named Amber, and she had a dog house in the backyard. And so the way that you could get up there is you could crawl onto the dog house, and then that got you close enough to the roof that you could climb up. I don't remember if we used anything else to like climb on top of, but that was our access point. But once we saw Mary Poppins, we thought, you know what? That seems like a great idea
Totally
and
feasible.
like a ton of fun. We should 100% do this. And there were no adults around to challenge us and our idea. So we said to ourselves, let's do this. We can find an umbrella. And so the thing that we failed to do was learn from the first person's mistake, because it didn't work once. But luckily it was only a one-story house, but we all three jumped off, not together, I think in succession, but we all three jumped off holding an umbrella thinking that we could fly like Mary Poppins. And
We wanted it so bad.
we really did. And it turns out that just wanting it really doesn't make it come to life. So we jump off, and obviously the umbrella just goes, boom. We fall straight to the ground. None of us got hurt that I can remember.
We were resilient because we did a lot of things.
Hay bales. My mom says that we also used hay bales. Yeah, 6 or 7 years old.
Okay.
You guys were. And yeah, we thought, we're young enough, we're small enough, we're whatever enough. We should be able to make this work. And it turns out it doesn't matter. Apparently Blake was upset, but he doesn't remember it.
Hardly. I don't remember the location.
We were having a good time, as far as I can remember.
We always had a good time.
I mean, I had a great time. I guess I'll say that much. I don't know how much of a time Blake or Austin had. Did you have a good time?
I did. That
Sweet.
house was great. We had a large backyard and a really skinny tree, one skinny tree, and we built the like shadiest
Are you thinking of
Monte Vista.
not? No, that was Colorado. You're not thinking of Idaho.
I'm not thinking of it.
Okay.
I mean, we also did the same thing.
Yeah, we did. Who's ready for a drink?
Get ready, guys.
Yeah.
Because this cocktail is gonna blow your mind. On top of it being one of the top easiest cocktails to do, and it is technically classified as a cocktail.
I like where this is going. I think I know where this is headed.
It's well deserved this day.
I mean, at least for the two of us. I don't know about you guys at home, but
Yeah.
probably.
You probably might be upset with me about this, but I'm tired.
This
put a
is
lot
one
of
of my. If we're going in the direction I think we're going, this is one of my favorite cocktails.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a
I
great
knew
go-to.
This is why we
Yeah.
hire producer Joe.
Mm.
This is why he gets paid.
So, with said cocktail, we are doing the Boilermaker.
That's right, everybody. The simplest, the best cocktail you
Two-
could ever have.
2 things:
2 drinks in one, really.
whiskey and beer.
That's right. All
all
you
you
have to
need.
have is a beer and a whiskey.
That's all you need. Sometimes.
So you also sometimes need sleep
Yes.
and an umbrella
And a roof
if
top.
you're jumping. That's right, everybody. The Boilermaker, because we're sore and old, and this is
After-
what makes sense.
Well,
When I
it
did
was like just yesterday that the life expectancy was like 44, right? Like evolution has not caught up with now it's 78.
Yep.
Evolution hasn't caught up. So by the time you're in your 30s, your body's like, you're about to go.
Yeah.
Like you better knock this off or it's going to happen sooner.
Right. Exactly.
And then you just got to deal with all that pain because of science for
Because of
another 60
science.
years or
I
so.
got another 60 years I got to deal with it.
Yeah. Thanks,
Jeez.
science.
Thanks, science.
Just hook me up on that CPAP and keep me going for another 60 years, which is not a joke. I got one coming in the mail. The doctor says I need it.
You want to talk about that?
Not on the air.
Not on the internet. Okay. All right.
you like
not live on the air.
Fresh squeeze? Fresh hazy?
I'll go fresh haze.
Haze,
I'll do
haze.
fresh
I got
haze right
and
out of the
haze.
gate. Fresh haze right out of the gate. What's y'all's drink that you guys are having this evening? Sorry about that giant truck. What's y'all's drink tonight? I know that your guys' snack is rum. But you said it already.
Huh?
No, Boilermakers
Right at the-
require
right
no
at the-
glasses. That's the thing that's great about Boilermakers. They're so simple. So simple.
And so for our technique today, you're just going to raise the wrist a little bit and just kind of give the top a little pop. Make sure you don't do it too hard, but you also can do whatever you want. Because it's a Boilermaker.
And as you guys have already built up, it's believed that the Boilermaker comes from the workers who built and maintained steam engines in the 1800s.
That's correct.
And after a hard day's work, after feeling all that pain, what's going to kill it?
Beer and
Nice,
whiskey.
cold, refreshing beer, and then that whiskey is just going to take that edge off.
Correct.
And that's why I need it, because my knees are on fire.
My knees are on fire.
Would you care for a Boilermaker, Sir Joe?
Oh, sure.
Michelle Wilson says, "Score! We got a bottle of Blanton's today."
Heyo! Did you got all your horses?
Yeah. Yeah. How? What? Did you spell out the whole word, or what you got? Limoncello. Brian Wilson, lead singer of the Beach Boys, says limoncello.
That's it.
I'm sure it's in reference to something I said. I just can't figure it out. Anyways, everybody, welcome to another week of Quarantini. This is episode 71. If you're just joining us, we worked really hard this week, and so we're drinking Boilermakers, which you know how to make. Here you go. That's for you.
Ooh, that hurts sitting down.
You know what I'd like to discuss is the phenomenon of the getting the old guy noises
I was
when you
literally-
stand up or sit down.
I was about to
You know what I
quote
mean?
Letterkenny. They do an episode about that. Where, like, guys sit down at the bar and like, whoa, hey there, Dad. What are you doing there, Dad?
I watched that episode last week. Yeah, it's a I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of comfort. It's like a blanket.
It is, yeah.
You know, it's like
definitely.
your stuffed animal or your binky when you were growing up. There's something that's just like, this works for
very
me.
precise.
You're still talking about the grunts, the noises?
Yes.
Right? Okay, just
They're
making
very
sure. Yeah.
comforting.
It's very
Right.
comforting.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like it's announcing to everyone, like, hey, I'm putting forth effort here.
I'm still working.
Still
I'm
doing this.
That's good.
I never rest.
Yeah. It used to be power cleaning thousands of pounds that I would need to make that noise, but now it's getting up off the couch.
Off the couch
That's right. Power clean thousands of pounds.
because I realized I left something in the fridge. I went in
Right.
there to get something like
I
my
needed
beer,
more snacks.
and then I realized I
And you're
didn't bring the beer.
Upset with
And I
yourself.
sat down, and I was like,
ah.
"Ah."
So hopefully not jumping around too much, but curious what Blake thinks here. So traditionally, the liquor is drunk in a single gulp and
Oh.
then chased by the beer, which is sipped. Okay.
Oh, that's
But
good to
the
know.
liquor and beer may be mixed by pouring or dropping the shot into the beer. The mixture may be stirred. If the shot glass is dropped into the beer glass, the drink can also be known as a depth charge. So anyway, just wondering, what do you have an approach to this, the
Ooh, that's a good
Boilermaker
question.
that you prefer,
So-
or do you have things you're like, heck no, don't do that?
Yeah, well, typically used to a Boilermaker is dropping like it's an actual shot glass. You drop it kind of like an Irish car bomb. If you guys ever had one of those,
Mhm.
Blake and I have a good story about Irish car
yeah,
bomb.
we do. Heck, yeah, we do. But it's just dropping the shot glass into your beer, and I'm used to just like drinking half of it and then sipping the rest of the beer. But I mean, it's just who is their own.
It
however
just
they wanna
doesn't
drink.
sound enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't to me either.
Like I want to enjoy them on their own. I don't need to.
Me personally, I enjoy them on separately.
I'm also
Like
not
going back
21.
and forth between the whiskey and the beer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's my go-to as well.
But yeah, it's I would prefer an Irish car bomb. I thought I was gonna do
I
that.
haven't. When was the last time you had an Irish car bomb?
My 21st.
Really? Was it?
Yeah.
And then there's the
Excellent.
sake bomb, right?
Probably.
Sake bomb.
That's like a light Japanese
style
beer with
sake.
sake. Hmm.
Those aren't too bad.
Do cold sake if you ever do it. Sake bombs.
Cold sake.
The warm sake is. I'm not. I mean,
Mm.
That
me,
doesn't
per- I
sound,
just
that
say,
doesn't
me,
sound like
personally,
it works.
me personally, I don't like warm sake in my cold beer.
Sad news in the Phoenix Suns game right now. The Bucks are running away with the game. We were hoping for a game 7 so that the Suns could clinch it, but
Yay!
yay sports. Is that what you're gonna say?
I was
Yay
trying to-
sports.
trying to think of something.
Well, everybody, that's our drink tonight. The Boilermaker. You now know a little bit of history behind the Boilermaker. How do you do your Boilermaker? Do you know what that is? Have you ever done it before? Have you been doing it this whole time and you didn't realize that it was a thing? Maybe that's what it is. But I'm definitely not dropping whiskey into my beer. It's just fine as it is.
Its origin story really fits, I feel like, the best situation to have this.
I would
After a
say
long day
that's true.
work, whether it's physical, mental, whatever, it's really nice.
I would say like if you have a
Really
nice
lovely.
cream ale, like a nitro cream ale,
Okay.
totally would do a full Boilermaker.
Like, do we say that's like a proper?
No,
Boilermaker?
I would say like a prop. I think a proper is like an ale or a pilsner or a lager,
Mhm.
then drop like a lighter style beer
Hmm.
and then dropped. But I think the reason I love Irish car bombs because the nitro that they have in it. So the nitro cream ale,
There's something about dropping a liquor into a beer that makes me feel like I am gonna be sorry tomorrow.
Right. Makes you think about your life.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this is where I'm at right now.
Right.
This
right.
is the choice I'm
Yeah.
making.
Mhm.
Sorry, if
But
you've
we're
done that
completely
recently.
fine with cocktails that are a single cocktail adds up to like 3 drinks.
100%.
Right. Completely okay with that, but just the beer and the liquor,
I just feel
just
better
the
about
feeling. The feeling is different. Yes.
it. Yeah, I mean we're emotional beings.
Right.
Okay. Well, everyone, I think we'll have to revisit the 21st Blake's 21st birthday story at some point.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
that was a great story.
Just
That's
quick
the-
question,
yeah.
just that popped into my mind.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, and I don't think we've done a Long Island iced tea. And I don't like Long Island iced teas, just to be clear. But I'm wondering if there is an elevated version of that.
There is.
That could anyway. Just that should be a post production conversation. But
In our post-production meeting.
right. 3 hours every Saturday. It's worth it though. That's how you get this
A lot
content.
of notes
babies.
for this show.
That's
A
right.
lot of notes.
Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that subscribe. Come on now.
We really don't ask that enough.
No, we need
We
to do
really
more.
should.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
there's
if that's what
another
we're trying to
podcast I
do.
listen to that he does a good job. He's like, smash that like button, everyone.
I cannot stand that phrase.
No. I
Move
can't
that
either.
cursor. Move that cursor over to that
Go ahead and
like.
smash that like button for us, everybody. Like,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, you kind of feel violated. Like, ugh.
So intrusive.
Really looking for a grassroots growth here. We're not
That's right.
flash in the pan. We're here to
We're here
last.
for the long run.
We didn't get slapped the mint and neon for nothing.
No.
We're not going anywhere.
Any other notes for our Boilermaker, Brother Blake?
No. No. I'm so tired.
One word.
For those who's just tuned in, if you have a beer and whiskey,
You're good.
that's what we got tonight. Oh, by the way, any kind of beer will work and any kind of whiskey.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You could do a
everybody,
lager.
It's a very. What'd you say?
You could do a lager and a Jameson. You could do an IPA and a Bullet.
You really could.
You could do a Buffalo Trace and a Gose.
Go say.
A Gose. You could do a hazy IPA. Can we keep going? I'm just trying to beef up our cocktails.
You know what time it is.
you
Producer Joe.
Got him. Yeah. Are you good? You got some water? All right, so now we're on. We're gonna see what is up with and what is funny with producer Joe. I don't know any of the clips because I haven't seen any of them. Brandon had edited them. He's taking a moment, so I'm trying to
I
stay.
swallowed some of the spicy stuff.
It's so spicy. But what do we got? What do we got on the queue or like on the docket here tonight, Joe?
Well, we got our first video, as our listeners are aware, most of our videos we pull from TikTok. That's what the kids are doing.
Kids nowadays, you dang youths.
Excuse me. And like probably many of you, I'm noticing my algorithm is continuing to sharpen and showing me more and more things that I like. And a woman I came across in a TikTok had the same experience. And I just thought it was a nice little video that was relatable. So that's our first one.
So I've got my algorithm really specifically dialed in on TikTok now so that the FYP only shows me stuff that it knows that I'll really like. But it's making me want things that I can't have. Like I want an otter or maybe 2 otters. I want a whole bunch of little kittens. I want a miniature horse. I want like one of those little flapjack octopuses or octopi. I'm not sure about the word usement on that, but I want one of those. And I want a little teeny tiny puppy like that big. I want that. But I know that I can't have those things because we already have too many pets and it wouldn't be sustainable. And where would I even put an octopus anyway? But I still want them.
I think they call that a farm.
It's a good question. Where do you keep an octopus?
Water.
That reminded me. I was talking with some friends recently, and I was like, "Yeah, I kind of want to someday have like a house with enough room to where like everything kind of works together, and there's some cows, and then the cows eat this, and their manure goes and helps the chickens." And then I realized I was describing a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I want to someday be on a farm.
Farmer Joe.
Yeah.
Sustainable.
Miniature horses, those are super cool looking though. I could go for a miniature horse.
What?
Yeah.
What value?
They have
Question. What value does a miniature
Yeah.
horse add to your life and/or a farm?
I think they're purely in the value in the currency of delight.
Just like dogs.
Yes.
Is that like
Yes.
the new fan thing of the pet pig?
I don't know. I don't know how big the miniature horse community is.
I'm shocked on how many people have pet pigs now.
It's not a good.
But I don't know. They just seem a little like they need to be outside kind of animals.
Gus is basically.
I mean, I should say, like, I don't really know the cleanliness of pigs. You know, they could be very clean. We just think of them as dirty because
Seem
you have
like
pig in
trash
mud.
animals.
Because they like to roll in mud. Yeah.
Because no, I'm not gonna say that one.
They really brought it upon themselves.
Right.
That stereotype that pigs are unclean.
But there's a video I saw where it's easily a 300-pound pig asleep in this woman's bed.
Nope.
Like
I wouldn't have a 300-pound
and
dog
she was
asleep
just
in
like
my
losing
bed.
it. She's like, "Oh my god, you're so cute." I'm like, no,
That thing will murder you.
get
Yeah, that
you
part
literally will
too.
eat you.
Yeah, that's they got a tough rap to overcome. And it's amazing that they've gotten into some homes.
They shouldn't be.
They
But
got
yes,
a good
it is amazing.
publicist.
They got a good publicist.
Yeah.
Well,
What kind of things does the audience want based on their TikTok algorithms?
that's a good question.
Ooh.
What do you want on your TikTok?
I got miniature horse
We had
and a
good
pool.
idea earlier today walking.
for a new bid. That's for our post-production meeting.
Yeah.
Our 3-hour Saturday.
I just wanted to
Right.
remind myself.
I'll put it down in the minutes.
Okay, Steve Andrews asks, how many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
7.
No, tentacles.
No.
Yeah, that's right. It's tentacles. It looks like the Bucks are definitely winning, or have won. It sounds like the Suns have lost. They're out.
Oh,
Congratulations, Bucks.
missed it by that much. Oh.
Michelle Wilson, George is their dog, and he's an English bulldog. He kind of looks like a pig.
He does.
really
He
does.
also kind of sounds
He
like
does kind of sound like a pig. Producer Joe, what's our next video? Give it to us, man. Give it to us. It's the newscaster and the man.
Let's just play it. Let's go.
Now, when we first interviewed Ray Graham about dangerous dogs in his neighbourhood, we had no idea we'd get such an intense reaction.
They came bounding over.
All right.
that was so good.
We're definitely gonna play it again because
Yeah.
you have to let it sink in.
Look at the white
Yeah.
stains.
Now, when we first interviewed Ray Graham about dangerous dogs in his neighbourhood, we had no idea we'd get such an intense reaction.
They came bounding over.
Why is he losing his mind?
It hadn't been like a challenge. His wife was like, "You won't do it. Do it.
Yeah.
You won't.
Yeah. The video is like a little bit like a sleight of hand magic trick where you really want to watch the wife. Like the
That's true.
wife is just like she's got a little smirk on her face. She's not surprised. She's like, "Oh, Dave,
Here he goes
Like
again."
here he goes. Of course, he's gonna embody the animals." It's so good. That's a classic one that has been around
It
for
is
a
a
while.
classic.
Yeah.
That's been around for a little while. I do like that one. Our next one is it might be my favorite of the bunch from the night. The fail on the beach.
How about
That might be my favorite one of the bunch.
Yeah, I enjoy this one too. So it's summertime, it's wedding season, and that's all you need to know.
Right.
okay? Oh, I almost want to watch that one again.
We can do it one more time. It's a quick one. There's a
couldn't- I
lot
couldn't really
happening with
see
each
it very well.
character. Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have to watch the lady in the back.
Mhm.
You
The
want
lady in
the
the back, yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's the best.
an earnest photographer.
She's trying so hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the videographer of that
Okay.
moment, you failed at your
Yeah.
job.
that couple probably was infuriated with that person.
I mean, I would assume that's a friend. Like you're holding a cell
Right.
phone.
Right,
You didn't
right,
hire
right.
this person.
Yeah, that's like a best friend who's in on it.
Right.
It's like, hey, snap a couple of close-ups. And she's like, I got this. You got this, Susan.
Totally.
You got this, Susan.
Do you think she was like, work it? Work,
She got into her head.
Braden Crane says, have you seen the one from the photographer's point of view? I haven't seen that, but I would like to see that a whole lot.
Just shenanigans.
Shenanigans. All right, number 3, or number 4.
Number
I can't remember
4.
what number 4 is. Oh. We're doing a hard turn. We're going back a few decades.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we talking dating right
Yeah,
now?
we are.
All right. So I remember growing up late night television and these dating videos would come on. You know, somebody creates a home video to present themselves to people from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. that are out looking or up looking for
Love.
love and relationships, and very male centered. I don't recall any female videos ever that I watched. And this one also is all men presenting themselves. So if, you know, you're critical of, you know, the Tinder or Bumble or whatever, like it used to be worse.
It did. It was
And
significantly
actually,
worse.
now that we're on it, like, yeah, it's a lot of things used to be worse. Now they can always get better. All of those things, anyway, always can get better. So anyway, let's take a trip back to what would be early 90s, late 80s is my guess. And these are some fine gentlemen that are probably still available.
My name's Mike, and if you're sitting there watching this tape smoking your cigarette, well, hit the fast forward button, because I don't smoke and I don't like people who do smoke.
I'm not afraid to get sand on my tuxedo if you're not afraid to let the wind mess your hair up a little bit when I take the top down.
Perhaps even a nice bath with some champagne and candles.
Hi, Mom.
I do fashion photography, and I do consider myself a refined valley dude.
Really said it. They really said it. A refined valley dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was special.
There's so much smugness in that last one.
There was so
Yeah.
much to take in.
I like the guy who's just like, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Back when like being on TV was like a thing to write home about.
Yep. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I don't remember those at all.
You don't.
I don't.
Okay.
I do. I have like a memory of them. I was quite young when they were on late night. You know,
Did anybody in the
like
audience?
TV used to end at a certain point. It'd be like TV's done, and now
And
we're filling
I
it
remember
with
like
this.
the infomercials would come on
Right.
a lot.
Right.
Well, Michelle has an interesting point. Glamour shots was the lady side of this.
Oh.
So they didn't do the video recording. They just had like tufted hair and
They
shoulder
didn't
pads.
Want to be
And do they
completely
hand them
awkward.
out? Like, do you hand
That's
out
a
those
good
glamour
question.
shots?
Or those just were you just
Like,
throwing
hey,
them out?
just so you know, when I'm all done up, this is what I look like. So, Mhm.
Giggles in the house says yes, that's true.
She also says she did it quite a bit.
She was just throwing her picture out to any man. It
Freshly
didn't matter.
printed.
And then Mike saw hot off the
Yep.
press.
He
He's
grabbed
like,
it. He
oh
was like,
my. Are
that's
those,
the one.
Nailed
Are
it.
those bangs? Yeah.
Check out
Mike
those
said.
shoulder pads. Those got to be 4 inches tall. I don't really know how the 80s work.
All right. So we're in the spirit of love. Are we staying in that spirit?
We are going to glasses.
Yes. So I had spirit of love in mind, but I also had something for everybody. And for me, this is a great example of dad humor.
This is
I
a dad joke in real
love
life.
this. Yeah, if you like
Right.
dad humor, this is I think pretty good. I give it a A-, B+. So it's great. Maybe not the best, but
High up
it's
it.
I shouldn't down talk it. What
It's
am I
high
doing?
praise.
It's high praise.
This filter shows how you look without your glasses.
See? See what I did there?
Only a dad could come up with that.
I really thought it was the
big-
trend of the.
It's big dad
Yeah.
energy for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. And you know how proud he is. You know how much he like was
loved
so
it.
happy he thought of
He
it.
loved it.
Yeah, he's just like he's gonna gloat off of that for a good 10
It
years.
went viral for a little
Yeah,
while,
yeah,
and
he's
he was like,
just
"See,
delighted.
this is funny. This is what the people want."
Mhm.
That's what Dad says at Christmas. All right, and our final video of the evening. We're just talking about what things are a waste of money. Really.
Good intro. Let's roll it.
What is the biggest waste of money? Yourself and your family, but hate haircuts even more? Introducing the Flowbee Precision Haircutting System. Get that freshly sucked hair you've always dreamed of without leaving the house. You can suck your whole family, mom, sister, and watch Uncle Steve suck himself. Looking good, Steve.
I didn't watch that video before.
Oh, you didn't?
Is this a real commercial?
That is a real commercial, the Flowbee. I'm
I
surprised
watched
you
all
didn't
the other
watch
ones,
it.
but I didn't watch that one.
You didn't watch the one that I was like, I don't know if you'll want to play it or not. It's aged well.
That is so good.
Oh my god! I gotta really get in the habit of screening all the videos.
That was the only one I sent you that was like, oh, he might be like, well, it's a little much for ours. But they did not say anything inappropriate.
They didn't.
No, they were describing what the Flowbee does.
Oh my god! Woo! Wow.
Maybe there should
I
be
can't
one
believe
video
that was
a
a
week
real
that's just the
commercial.
producer Joe call.
I can't believe it was a real commercial.
Yeah, have you seen this device before?
No.
Yeah. This was a big
that really
as
caught me
seen
off
on
guard
TV
there.
product. Yeah. And I think George Clooney, legitimately, I think it was in an interview. I listened
No
recently,
way, really?
George Clooney uses the Flowbee. He gives himself his own haircut. He says his hair is like super easy to work with, and he just he Flowbees it. Yeah.
Well, that made me uncomfortable. Wow.
I wasn't ready for that one.
I was not ready for it at all.
There's some good lines in there.
There are some good lines in there. Well, everybody, what was your favorite video of the night? Mine might have been the last one.
I was like, that last one kind of.
That one was very funny.
Oh, man.
Who approved that?
Not expecting that.
Who approved that? The amateurs running television back in the 80s. Was that from the 90s? What era was that from? Had to have been the 90s.
I couldn't tell you for sure, but I remember seeing that infomercial. Well, I remember the Flowbee. I can't remember, back then what
I never
the
even
details
heard of it
it.
before.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I think it was. I could look it up. But I think Hawaii was where it was invented. I'm pretty sure.
Can everybody hear the dogs? Let's give a quick
dog cam.
Oh. Jeez, dog.
That angle. That angle.
There we go. Dogs are going nuts on the floor. I don't know if you could hear the growling. I figured I'd just show you. They're losing their minds. Having a great time. I hope you are as well. That last video really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to recover, I'm going to be honest.
I am losing gas, personally.
Come on, brother.
My poke bowl has ran its course.
That's why you don't
Now
eat things in one breath.
It's hungry, and it tasted good.
I know.
But I mean, I made it this far.
That's true. For my Phoenician friends, is it official? The Suns lost. The game is over. Is that true? I got to know what I'm walking into when I get home.
Oh, that's
It
true.
would help me a lot.
That's true.
Let us know. Let us know if that's the case. Again, as just a informational update, Brother Blake shared it with you last week. Hey, Gus.
Now I remember episode 70.
Brother Blake shared it with you last week while I was trying to come up with things that he could not make a drink with. That was actually two episodes ago, but nonetheless. For the month of August, we are taking a break from Quarantini just because we're taking a break and we're...
Someone's going fast.
I don't understand why people have that on their cars. You know? Why
We're also very simple men.
Like, you can hear it throughout the entire city.
Yeah.
Why does your car have to be that loud?
It's like when people have
This is the evolution of people getting old.
those super diesel
That's
trucks.
what this is right now.
Super diesel trucks. I get angry. Like, I physically get angry about that.
Yep.
Fun fact about me. You have an overly large sized diesel truck.
Knock it off. What are you doing?
We're not friends. Sorry.
We're not friends. Yes, so the Suns gave it away. Suns lost. We were trying to go to game 7. Lost to game 6. Sorry, Suns. That's on you.
Who is it? Paul George? Chris Paul? Paul George, Chris Paul. Who's that guy?
Neither of those. Paul something. Paul Walker?
Slippy.
I think it's Paul Walker.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
think
Paul
it's
Walker.
Paul Walker. Fast and Furious 9?
No, on the Phoenix Suns. The future Hall of Famer that's never made it to a finals and has also never won.
It's like Paul
something. Well, I want to make sure before we lose our audience
Yeah.
the Flowbee is an electrically powered vacuum cleaner attachment made for cutting hair, developed in San Diego, California in 1986, sold 2 million by 2000, 2 million Flobies.
It sold 2 million?
2 million Flobies have been sold by 2000. And I was correct that in pop culture, we've got George Clooney in 2020 said that he used a Flowbee to cut his own hair and had done so for 22 years.
No way!
I'm assuming the same Flowbee because it's a quality product.
Obviously, it's a quality product.
Wow.
So you're telling me...
You suck your hair, it's the same length all around.
You're telling me George Clooney.
George Clooney. What? He's like...
The George Clooney.
Which has been on I think it's been on like GQ
He
magazine.
cuts his own hair with a vacuum attachment from 1986?
Yes.
That can't be true.
No, this is true. That's his claim. You know, I'm not going to call George Clooney worth $500 million a liar.
We should call him a liar.
There's no way he could cut his hair with a self-cutting vacuum.
You're telling me he doesn't pay somebody to cut
it's
his hair?
adding up because he says he uses a Flowbee, which is about the time that he married his wife, Talia, in 1989. And clearly his wife could only handle 4 years of it because they got divorced in 1993.
It was the Flowbee's
But then
fault?
he found a mall who he's been... The dogs are going nuts.
Dogs.
We're done on... They're like done with Flowbees. All right.
Man.
That is bonkers. It's all Gus, I think. It's making that
Gus is
guttural
making all the
noise.
noise.
Yeah, we're talking about you. We're talking about you.
Wow, I've learned a whole lot tonight. There's so much information that has been passed into my brain in the last 60 minutes. Wow, that is incredible. Well, sorry, Suns fans, for the loss in Game 6. We don't even know who that guy's name is. Paul something? Paul Walker?
Paul Revere.
Paul Revere. I don't know.
I think it's Paul George.
We're definitely sports people.
Chris-
For sure.
Paul Thompson.
It's one of those. Anyways, we are taking a break in the month of August just to have a little respite, a little rest, R&R. gather our thoughts. We're basically the entire month of August is just going to be a planning meeting between the two of us and producer Joe. Just nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop.
Just coming up with really fresh ideas.
So fresh and so clean.
Fresh.
So fresh and so
Felt like a weird one. Michelle comes in to save the day. It is Chris Paul.
Ah, there it
Chris
is.
Paul.
Chris Paul,
Chris
Michelle,
Paul.
thank
Not
you.
Paul George.
But
But
Paul
Chris
needed to be on a better team in his career because I understand he's a great player, great teammate.
I know.
I mean, can we really
Sorry, Chris
expect
Paul.
the Phoenix Suns to win it?
Well, I mean, the odds against him tonight were there was a certain ref that Chris Paul has gone 12-0 against. He has not won when this ref has been reffing a game.
Wow.
The only game that he won while he was a part of a team, he was benched because of COVID. He wasn't actually on the team.
On the
Or
court.
wasn't in the roster for
Yeah.
the game. So he didn't actually play to win. So obviously he wasn't able to break the curse tonight and win to go on to game 7. So he's stuck.
Yeah, I don't have anything against the Phoenix Suns to be clear. I don't know much about basketball, but when I hear Phoenix Suns, I think of Seattle Mariners. Like, do we really expect them?
You might be upsetting some people.
I might.
Yeah,
We have a strong Phoenix chapter. Anyways,
we'll be off for the month of August. Send your hate letter to producer Joe's house for the Phoenix Suns comment. We didn't say that. That was him.
correct.
All right. Other thing that's really fun to note, we did not have a single train tonight.
I
That is
noticed
true.
that.
We didn't have to show the amazing video.
And if you're watching,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyways, everybody, it has been a wonderful evening.
yes, it has.
We learned so much about a Boilermaker, about 80s products, and dating in the 80s.
Maybe we should do like theme backs, like what it's like in the 90s. What it's like in the,
We should do that. Little 70s Quarantinis.
Are we still
what
live?
Cocktails are like what?
We're just carrying this conversation on.
Yeah,
or
we're
still live.
We're
Okay.
just
All
going.
right, everybody.
Yeah, see, Michelle's not happy with you. Look what you did.
Who's Michelle?
Anyways, everybody, it has been another wonderful week. Episode 71 of Quarantini here with Blake Red, where this week he just opened them.
and he just drank them.
Still the same.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful night and a great week, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.